Thanks again for your help. I'm going to show this to my publisher.
Woo! Now you see, that's more like it. Experience points, credits, I've got a journal update. That is exactly the sort of stuff that I want. Unlike the freaking 2 Paragon points. What's that? But anyway, there are a few other people that I need to chat to. Stuff that isn't necessarily... Oh, where should I go first? Let's head down the med clinic. That's in the corner, and then we can work our way down. But yeah, there's a few people I still need to talk to. They're not on the journal yet because I meet them in the Citadel, but I don't exactly know where they are. But to be honest, I'm quite anxious. Not anxious, that's the wrong word. I'm quite excited to go after Vermite. I really want to push this main story along now. We've spent far too long dilly-dallying doing all this other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way around the Citadel. And if I happen to come across people that are going to give us new side quests and such like that, then I will let you guys know. Although Dr. Michelle here, she might be one of them.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
No, apparently not.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
What do you have for sale? Ooh. Medical exoskeleton. I'll tell you what, I'll take that. And medical interface. I think I might already have that one. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I already have that one. First aid interface. Yeah, I've got all of them. Huh, that was worth it. Yeah, but as I say, if I find anyone of any interest, I'll let you know.
This isn't a proof of purchase.
It's a bank statement. It shows that I bought something from you when I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from my store.
But I didn't buy anything else here.
How do I know that? If you don't have the proof of purchase, I can't help you.
But
Sorry.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner. Remember me? There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
That's a little bit creepy, but yeah, sure.
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Yeah, wife. Of course, yeah, we're all believing that you, Comrade Vernon, have a wife. You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anybody at all. What was up with that weird shepherd smile that was going on there? That was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. And the way he said that, it was just like, and I'll have your picture. It's just like, I don't think I want this guy to have my picture anymore. He just seemed way too creepy for my liking. As far as I know, there's no reason for us to go to Flux or Cora's Den now. I don't think there's anything new that's going to be around there. Unless we want to go down there and get a lap dance. But as fun as that will be, I don't think that will actually help us at all. Hey, Keeper. So as for now, I believe there is just 1 or 2 other people that can hand us off sort of like missions and stuff to do here. Presidium! That's where we're wanting to head. And plus more lift conversations, which are always fantastic.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
The entire Geth was repulsed by one man, Commander Shepard, and crew. The crew always get forgotten in the stories. The great Commander Shepard, but nobody ever mentions, you know, his faithful friend Garrus and the Beautiful blue beauty, Liara. I just called her those things just because they rhymed. I mean, no, not rhyme. What's the word? When they all begin with the same letter. I was terrible at English.
Hey, you're that Shepherd kid.
Kid? How old are you?
Hey, been a long time, huh?
I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
I guess you don't remember me. Lieutenant Zabaleta? I worked with your mother. We served on the carrier Einstein. Well, that was 12, 13 years back, though. You were just a kid then.
Jeez, with a name like that, that sort of a mouthful of a name, I'm surprised I forgot you.
I guess you're not in the service anymore, huh?
You're retired, yeah. You know how it is. Times are tough for vets. They always are.
I didn't see her much that tour. The ship was on patrol most of the time.
Hey, call your mom up and ask. She'd remember old Zabaleta. She'd vouch for me. Look, I need a favor. I'm kind of short on money these days. I hate hitting you up for money, but a man's gotta eat, right? So, could you spare something? Maybe 20 credits.
I would say no, but I mean 20 credits, that's not really much, is it?
20 isn't enough to get you back on your feet, is it?
No. I'll just get a meal, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he's just going to go drink it away, but the Empire of Shepherd's pretty wealthy right now, so yeah, go on, you can have it.
Yeah. It's not a problem.
You're a good kid, you know that? Thanks. You ever want to come by and talk, I'll be here. Huh? Can't afford a ticket home, right?
Plus, I mean, 20 credits, that's not really much out of our pocket but him, and that is a very, very big deal. Citadel, old, unhappy, far-off things. He met a homeless man, blah, 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 blah. If you want to confirm Zabaleta's story, you could easily contact your mother using the Normandy's FTL comm room. So when we go back to... Oh, that's actually quite handy, because I need to go back to the Normandy to get Rex. So I can go back to the Normandy and confirm that story while we're there. But anyway, this thing here, I might as well talk about it while I'm walking.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others are going for Novio's farewell thing.
Damn, I forgot that was today. Where's he going again?
Novaria. Apparently, they've got a huge demand for corporate security.
Novaria? Isn't that the frozen planet?
Yeah, I wouldn't go, but I guess the pay's pretty good.
Huh.
I feel like I should interject there and tell them that Novaria isn't the best place to go, but hey-ho, he can make his own decisions. He's a big boy, I assume. I would start talking, but I'm assuming they're probably about to chat in the lift again.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if he hadn't surrendered, I would have given him some serious post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress all over his face! But anyway, as I was saying, that thing with, I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. The guy who knew Shepard's mother. That's one of 3 different types of stories you can get, depending on the backstory. So obviously you had the choices of either making Shepard a spacer, a colonist, or Earthborn. Depending on which one of them you choose, you have 3 separate missions. So this one I'm doing right now with that homeless dude, you can only do if you choose the spacer background. But then there are 2 other side missions that you can only do if you choose the other, like, backstories, side missions, whatever. Backstories for Shepard. So yeah, so if you choose like Earthborn or Colonist, don't be thinking, oh damn, I'm missing out on a side mission, because you get your own unique side missions that you only get depending on which backstory you choose for Shepard. So, which I think is cool. It adds one of those another sort of unique things to the game.
Who are you to tell me what my husband would want?
I'm the only person making sense right now. You're endangering your baby.
This baby is the only thing I have left of Jake. I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
What the hell is gene therapy in utero?
I thought gene therapy was common.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
Whoa! I think he's one step away from Falcon punching her right into the river.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
See, I can see where it's going. She's like clinging on to this baby because it's the last thing left of her husband. But because she's so worried about hurting it, she's not going to get the treatment. It's like people who don't let their kids play outside because they don't want them to get hurt. Well, it's like, you don't let them get hurt, then when they do get hurt, they're going to get hurt a lot because they've never experienced the small stuff. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I personally think you should get the treatment, but I suppose it's really her choice, isn't it? But no, I'm gonna weigh in here. I think it should get the treatment.
For what it's worth, I think you should consider undergoing the therapy.
I don't care what you think. Who are you anyway? It's my child. It's my decision.
Ooh, I really want to go renegade on her. But then she's a grieving mother, so...
Wouldn't your husband have wanted to give the baby a better chance than he had?
But what if it ends up killing a child who would never have developed the condition? What then?
What if a big angry Krogan comes down and, like, Rikishi stink faces you? Anything could happen, woman. You can't think about the what ifs.
Then you'll know you did all you could to keep your baby safe. That's all you can do.
Don't you understand? I can't lose this baby. This is all I have left of him.
And you and that baby are all I have left of Jacob. I can't lose you. Either of you. Not after this.
Then why didn't you just say that instead of yelling at me?
I was scared. I'm sorry.
If it means that much to you, if you trust that it's the right thing, I'll do the therapy. Thank you so much. I guess we needed an outside person to talk some sense into both of us.
Talk some sense into both of us. He was on... he had the right idea already.
This is truly magnificent. Most Prothean architecture I see is in ruins.
Huh. I feel like I should just bring her down to this little monument because everyone else had something very interesting to say about this thing. Unless that was what she just said. Hello, Solarian guy. There we go. I thought it'd pique her interest.
This statue shows how well the Protheans blended function and form. The mass relays were not only their greatest technological achievement, but also inspiration for beautiful works of art.
Okie dokie. And we've already spoke to Garrus about it. I think he says something about the Keepers keeping away from it. Keepers keeping away. He says something about the Keepers staying away from it, but that's about it. Anyway, I believe we have at least one last person here on the Citadel to talk to, and I have absolutely no idea where they are, so I'm going to go wandering around and I'll be back with you when I find them.
Garrus, perhaps it is my own trouble with Benezia that makes me ask, but do you feel comfortable facing a respected Turian Spectre like Saren?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
With your respect for the Spectres, I thought you might hesitate. I'm glad I was wrong.
But anyway, as I was running around the whole Citadel trying to think where was this last person I need to chat to, I realised it was Nasana, the person I chatted to right at the very start. I distinctly remember doing that exact same thing before we left the Citadel last time, running around trying to find the last keeper, and he turned out to be up here. So anyway, oh hello, inspect the Normandy Hull.
Seeing the ward stretching out before you, to appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
And ours. I mean, we found it. We still had to upgrade it a little bit to match our living status. But anyway, time to return to Normandy because I need to get Rex in my squad for that hilarious bit of dialogue. And I also need to chat to Shepard's mother.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Every time I hear that, I always think to myself that it sounds like XO Presley's like, he goes, stands relieved, and he's like, whew! I did not want to be in charge of this stuff. Anyway, let's talk to Mama Shepard.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, XO Shepard.
Shepard speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember a Lieutenant Zabaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
I don't doubt it. You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a slaver, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Well that was quite cool. When I played this the first time, I never knew about this little side quest, so I never did any of that. I think that's pretty cool. Just my personal thoughts on the matter. I never spoke to like Shepard's mother up until some DLC up in Mass Effect 3, and that was only because it was DLC. So that's pretty interesting that you got to do it back here. I had no idea. But anyway, Rex for that hilarious bit of side quest, and now I want to take Garrus because it's the head of CSEC, although I don't think they have any conversation. I kind of want to take Tali, and at the same time, for some reason, I want to take Kaidan, because sometimes Kaidan and Rex have some interesting conversation. I'm going to go with Tali. Just because I also think Tali and Rex, the conversations they have can sometimes be quite funny.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
XO Presley stands very tense. XO Presley is now not relieved. Alright, lift, come on, take your time. Whoever it is who operates these lifts are slacking.
What's with the helmets, Tally? Are all Quarians shy? Or do you not believe in letting outsiders see your faces?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
Naturally. Anything that isn't constantly challenged grows weak.
Of course Rex would say that, but then saying that, Rex, look at your face. It's pretty messed up. For all you know, underneath there, Tally could be a thing of beauty. So if under there Tally looks like you, then they really don't have much going for themselves. Offence intended, Rex. Rightio, where was it I was actually supposed to be talking to? Where was he? He was in the wards access to the Presidium, so if I go down here to the wards, I should be able to hopefully access it that way. Please tell me this isn't another lift. It's another lift! Continue where you left off, guys.
How can you fight your own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Things aren't always black and white, but you gotta love Rex's perspective on stuff. Not gonna lie, I've thought that thought quite a few times myself. If all the, let's just say, intellectually, I don't know, how's the best way to put it? There's me about to take the sort of like lay into thick people, and I can't even come up with an adequate word for it. Yeah, but basically, if all of the sort of, I don't want to say the dumb people, but basically, if all those people who are sort of intellectually retarded, sort of, for some reason, would just disappear off this planet, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing that would ever happen. Yep, this is the one I wanted. Remember when I spent ages trying to look for this ward access, and now I found it first time? Shepard must be growing as a person.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
That's old news, Lift Man. I've been out there like kicking ass over 3 different worlds. Well, more than 3 different worlds, main story-wise 3 different worlds, but so many like star clusters I've been to, just completely tearing up stuff. And you talk about something that happened last time I was here on the Citadel? Come on, Lift Man. Get your story straight. Emily Wong's made a whole new story since then.
Hey, back again, huh? I don't suppose you got any credits to spare.
I spoke to my mother. She told me about what happened on Mindoir.
Did she? I wonder. People tied like prize hogs, locked in cages, clawing and screaming as they're loaded into cargo pods. And we couldn't reach them. The Batarian defenses had us pinned. Dozens died trying to advance. All we could do was watch as they hauled people away. I've been looking for 13 years for something to make that sight go away. What have you got, huh?
A big bottle of rum. How about you share it with me? Well, do you know what? I could actually really go for a bottle of rum right now.
I'm not going to give you money to drink yourself to death. You need to stop this.
If you don't have a better option, just give me 20 credits. A good bottle of whiskey. Enough to stop the dreams.
Actually, I just told you, rum's... Oh, man, I wish I had a renegade option. No one understands where. I really can't... Sometimes I do wish I'd done a renegade walkthrough.
My mother said to go to the Veterans Affairs office. You're not the only one who's seen that brand of hell. They can help.
The VAO? God. All right. If she wants me to go talk to someone, fine, I'll do it. For her. She always stuck up for me. She always was naive. All the VAO does is pump you full of chemicals. If she wants to talk, tell her she can reach me through the Citadel VAO.
If all they do is pump you full of chemicals, I'm guessing that's right up your street then, isn't it?
People always complain that the wards are too crowded, but I never have any problem.
You're damn straight they do, Rex, and that's why I've got you along with me. Right, so I think that is that done for that. Yep, and that is the last side quest as well. Let's just quickly upgrade. Oh, let's put one more in Intimidate. It's kind of wasted points putting in Intimidate, but why not, eh? Rex, you have got 3 points. I could put it in Barrier, or I could start maxing something else out. What should I do? Combat Armor reduces the damage taken. Assault Rifles, I've already done Shotguns. Throw, completely destroy them. Stick it in Barrier. And Tally. Let's finish off Quarry and Machinist. And that, I do believe, is everything for the Citadel for the time being. So, time to head back to the Normandy.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
All these silly news reports that we've already heard before. I want to have some crew conversations. It's the conversations between the crew that just make this so good. Every time they waste a lift ride telling us something that I already knew to begin with. And why am I going the long way? Why haven't I just fast travelled? I just realised this. I'm just running the long way when I could have just fast travelled to CSEC. I'm saying that, I'm pretty much already here now. I can either go down there and fast travel to CSEC, or I can just take the lift, and they're both going to take just as long. So I might as well just take the lift now, since I'm already here. Plus, it's going to be the last time we see the Citadel for a while. Not here, nowhere near as long as we were last time.
Some people back there didn't like you, Tally.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
Perspective is a wonderful thing. Wait until their homeworld gets wiped out.
I like these two because they've almost got something in common. You know, Tally's people created the Geth, which then drew them from the homeworld, and they're almost seen as exiled and sort of looked down upon from the rest of the galaxy for doing this horrible thing, you know, creating the Geth that everybody hates. And then you got Rex, you know, who helped with the Rachni War, like, well, not him personally, but the Krogan did. They helped in the Rachni Wars, but then got a bit too big for their boots and tried to take over everything, and then ended up, had the Genophage laid upon them, and now their species is lower, now are in trouble. And it's kind of like these two have something in common now, you know?
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Was he just talking about the AI that we disposed of on the Citadel? We really should have got more credit for that, or at least more credits for that. Yeah, as I was saying, it's kind of cool because you got like the Turians and the Asari, and even to a certain extent the Solarians, that are so far up their own butt that, you know, we are the top species in the galaxy, you know. And then you got people like the Krogans and, you know, what are they called, the Quarians, that are still high up there, you know, that are still like up there in Citadel space, but they've almost like fallen from grace because of stuff they've done wrong, say like the Krogan rebellions and creating the Geth, and they're now looked down upon for what they do. And then you got other people like the humans that are trying to strive for better things.
By, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
And then you've just got stuff like the Volus, the Elcor, that just mind their own, the Hanar, that they just go about their own business. And
Decontamination in progress.
And then those that the whole galaxy really just doesn't like the Batarians, the Vorcha. They don't even mention the Drell in this game, I've noticed. They must have decided not...
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
They must have decided not to even, like... They probably didn't even invent the Geth until... not the Geth, what are they called? The Drell until Mass Effect 2, because they don't even mention the Drell in this game. I mean, let's have a look. Let's have a look in the Codex. What do we have? Council races, you know, you got them. Extinct races, Protheans, Rachni, although we know the Rachni aren't anymore.
In the crow driven the
nope.
After Thresher, Varan.
Yeah, see, they don't even mention the Drell in this. They mustn't have been invented. They mustn't have been created like from the creators until Mass Effect 2. But anyway, that is enough of my jibber jabbering. We are done on the Citadel. We have done everything there is to do, and now it gives me great pleasure to say, next time we are here, it is finally time to head off to Vermeer and rendezvous with the Solarian team and find out what Saren is trying to do. But that I will save for next time. As always, I will catch you guys later.